In honor of Small Business Week, let's take a look at starting versus buying a business. Now we're going to look at a gym that's currently listed for sale in Northern Georgia as our baseline company. Now the success of a gym is highly dependent on its location. So whether it's on the right side of the street in the morning to catch people going into work and to catch people coming home from work, location can matter a lot for a gym. So as in any new startup, you're going to have to choose a location. There are certain services that can help you with that can help you look at traffic patterns and look at demographic info and try to decide if a location is good or not. But at the end of the day, you don't really know for sure whether that location is going to work. The benefit of buying a business, of course, is that whatever level of revenue that business is currently generating, you know that that's the revenue that location generates. So you're not making a guess if the business is performing the way it is in the location that it is. For startup costs for gyms, you're gonna have things like first and last month rent, you're gonna have to make insurance payments, and you have to buy all the equipment for the gym. Now, so this gym, they advertise $350,000 worth of equipment in the gym. So let's say that's what you're gonna need to start your new gym. For your first and last month's rent, we're just gonna assume rent's $5,000. So let's say that's 10 grand. Then let's just put another $30,000 miscellaneous costs on top of those expenses. So that's gonna put our total upfront cost about $390,000. Now our estimated down payment to buy this business that's asking $975,000 is only 50 grand. Now for the startup, you might get some help from the equipment manufacturers that will offer some level of financing. You might not have to pay that full 350 upfront. You might be able to finance it over 2 to 3 years, but it's probably not going to be the 10-year term that you typically see on the SBA loan. But the equipment financing is probably going to be your best way to finance the purchase of the equipment. You can get startup loans through the SBA that would be on similar terms as the loan used to acquire the business. It's actually would go through the same 7A loan program. Now the existing gym's been in business since 2017 and it has 2,300 members. Now starting fresh, it's going to take you a little while to build up to 2,300 members. So you'd expect to lose money in your first few years owning that new gym. So our existing gym is advertising $536,000 in revenue, and they're advertising about $350,000 in net cash flow. Now, assuming that's all correct, the after loan payment cash flow would be about $191,000 per year if you were to buy the existing gym. And one perk with the existing gym has a manager that's been in place for 6 years, so almost the entire time that the gym has been in existence. So you already have someone that knows the ropes, knows the gym, knows the customers, will make for a much smoother transition. Gyms can be a good business because I don't think they require highly specialized expertise like say an HVAC or plumbing company would, or something that requires a general contractor's license to go and pull permits. Most people have the skill set that would be required to own a gym. But most gyms out there are subscale, the vast majority lose money. There are very few gyms out there that are actually really profitable and doing well. And it's just because they're not big enough most of the time. So that's something to keep in mind when starting. Gyms are an industry with high failure rate. What path do you choose, start or buy?